it's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. I did it all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you.
So I used to make daily videos more often than this. I'm going to try to get into the frame here. So way back when, if you remember on our channel here, I started this channel by making like 6 videos a day. And it was really easy to make because it was mostly just showing random things from Raylan's life. It was like, here's a seizure that she had. I hope that can help you to recognize seizures and things like that. And I would show like a lot of medical equipment that she had. And so I was able to make really quick, easy videos. And that kind of led into this whole process of showing Raylan's life and then day in the life, which I think are really good videos. Going back and watching some of those things that were like, I would take a whole day of Raylan's life and kind of show all the medical care that we did in a day, edit it really well, and that was, I mean, it was good. It was good stuff. not to toot my own horn, but in the process, I'm built up in my mind how much work I need to put in to making a good YouTube video. And that's kind of why I stopped posting nearly as much, just because it took so long to make one video. And I do like those kinds of videos. In fact, I tried to kind of, uh, prior to this last week or so, make more of those kinds of things. And I tried to make it easier by, instead of recording my commentary about the day throughout the day, I would just record video itself and then have a narration over it. And I think that still has a place. I might still do some more of that kind of thing, like kind of a mini film kind of thing. But I'm also learning that YouTube doesn't have to be nearly as hard as I've made it. It literally can be just me sharing our lives, and it can just be literally making a video like this, and in which I talk with you, just personally, what's going on in our life, and kind of an update. And this is a much easier kind of video that I think that I can actually do. Not to say that like I won't make these other kinds of videos again, but if I'm going to upload more often, even like a daily kind of thing, I think I can do this. I think I can literally share a video almost every day just by updating you, talking with you, not trying to make it like this huge production, but just talking, right? And let me know what you think. Let me know if these last few days have been something that you like, where I can just talk. I don't know how else to say it. Just talk. Just be myself and talk a little bit. One thing that I've learned about YouTube over the years is that, yes, the more that you put into it, the more you'll get out of it. In terms of like, if I make a really good banger video, it's gonna typically do well. But will it do, like, if I make 7 of these daily update times video, will that one video do better than 7? And sometimes the answer was yes. I mean, you can look at our top viewed videos, and there are some that have 300,000 views on them. So obviously those videos did really, really well. But a lot of the videos that I spend a lot of time on only get about maybe 5,000 views lately. And if I can do 7 videos and each one of those every day gets about 1,000 views, then I think the daily stuff is better, especially if it takes way less than 7 times the effort. You know, did I say that right? I don't know. You know what I'm saying though? Like, this whole YouTube thing, sometimes we put a lot of pressure on ourselves as video creators. We think the next video that I make has to do better than all of the videos that I've ever made before. And maybe that's just not the case. Maybe I can be content just having a small audience, a small group of people, small friends, who I can just share our daily life with. And instead of trying to reach hundreds of thousands of people, I can just make an impact on, a few hundred people. I think that's a good thing as well. Like, life isn't about all the big grandiose things we do, but sometimes it's just about the smaller moments. The using an illustration from Raylan as well, again, it's just that, like, some people would say her life has no value because she can't contribute to the world. But in our family, we see that she contributes just by being herself in our family. Like, she doesn't have to do something grandiose and make a huge impact on society, although in some ways she is. I'll talk about that in a second. But even just in our family, she has a role to play. She smiles. She allows us to care for her, and that's a lot of life, is just caring for each other. She teaches us to be selfless. Teaches us to care for people, and then she'll give back by smiling and by just loving us as we are as well, loving us even in our failures. Like, she doesn't hold it against us if we don't do everything perfectly, these kinds of things. But I think that she does make an impact on the larger society as well. And I think that she does it by being herself and, once again, allowing herself to be cared for. And in our society, especially in America, we have a lot of our medical technology because we value caring for those with severe medical needs like Raylan. One example that's pretty obvious is that during COVID, during 2020, the only reason we had so many respirators in hospitals able to be used and help people with their respiration through severe COVID issues is because we value caring for those who are medically complex like Raylan. I mean, we wouldn't have the technology otherwise, if not for developing it for helping people like Raylan. It's interesting that a lot of the same people who said it was so important for people to stay at home, wear masks, because we care for people who had COVID, or who the frail, in society, who we didn't want to get COVID. It's a lot of those same people who don't value Raylan's life and say, well, you should have just euthanized her when she was a kid, or even before she was born, or things like that. No, besides the point, we adopted her, and she's always had these issues as long as we've known her. So it wasn't even up to us, and even if it was up to us, we value human life more than that. But it's interesting that people value the aged human life, but not always the young human life. And they say that she should have been aborted. I think all life has value, whether somebody can, quote unquote, contribute to society or not, whether somebody, can get a job, or whether somebody, or honestly, it just lays in bed all day long. Every life has value, and we should care for everyone, whether or not they want to be cared for. We should still care for them. This video is kind of going off on a tangent, but I just wanted to say that YouTube has taught me a lot of lessons, and I hope that through this channel, even if it's just simple lessons, even if it's not grandiose videos where I put a lot of time into them, just simple things, we really can just have hope, even when life seems hopeless. We really can enjoy the simple things of life and have true joy, even when nothing grandiose is going on in life. And I've said this on this channel many times, but I'm just a boring guy, just an average guy. And so I'm really surprised anybody even watches this channel. And yet at the same time, I think that as we all live out our normal, boring lives, we really can have hope and joy no matter what. I hope that you have that hope and joy. God bless you, and we'll see you again next time.
It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you.